Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing Minecraft Dinosaurs, and it is all change in the park, and the park doesn't have a name. Just realised this, the park needs a name. Obviously the park needs a name, I don't have a clue what it would be. Anyways, moving on, things have changed. We're going to go under the ground and we're going to go take a look over here. As you can see, I've added a tower and joined the two together and did some stuff with the wall. I've also deleted essentially an island. It took about 5 hours. Even with creative mode, it took about 5 hours. But I started to develop the outer wall of the sort of castle complex. Now that's going to go all the way around there, and it is a pain in the ass to build, and it takes a very long time, even in creative mode. So that's why it's not quite done yet. The idea is, now I've gone back and forth on this. I wasn't happy with the design of the castle and had kind of like a crisis of confidence, and I wasn't really sure I loved the design or how it fit in with the world. And the fact is, it doesn't really fit in with this world yet. The idea is, over time it hopefully will. But I've been doing some thinking, I've been doing some look at some castle designs online and stuff, and trying to think about what we'd like this to look like when it's finally finished. And so what I think we're going to do is we're going to, I deleted all this here. There's a huge island here which kind of ruined the look of it for me. I like that it's part of the ocean. So I went through and got rid of all of that. Took bloody ages. Anyways, so I think what we're going to do is, this is all kind of meticulously arranged. That's going to go all the way around. I'm going to match this on the other side with a couple of towers. I've organised it so that they should be able to sit there and there, so we should have 2 towers at each side, so that's kind of symmetrical. The wall's going to go all the way around the outside. The wall will be made thicker. The wall's probably going to be 3 or 4 blocks thick. I just kind of want to get the basics down, and this is kind of going to be how the game is done going forward. So I'm going to tell you the plan. So for example, we're going to work on the Smilodon exhibit over there. We're going to do that in normal mode. That is an exhibit we can do in normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap between creative and normal, which I know sounds daft, but it kind of fits with how we've been doing the game. I'm going to swap between creative and normal mode. Creative when I'm building the castle, and we'll do that for like half a video or every other video, stuff like that. And then we'll go normal mode, work on Smilodon exhibits and work on other exhibits and things that are doable without creative mode. Now once the castle's done, and this is going to take a long time, this is something that's going to be worked on quite a lot. I'm going to do a lot of work on it. The walls need to be thickened. I'm going to flatten all of this, and the idea I think is, this is going to be a big circular doorway, well, like a half oval doorway type thing. You'll walk through that. There'll be a path here, a very nicely made path with gardens around the outside, and then you'll just walk into a big kind of castle area which will extend down to here. And then I'll do grass and water around the outside. I kind of want it to feel slightly naturey. The walls are bugging me a little bit, and it's not going to be the best looking castle in the world, but hopefully as we continue playing the game, designs will get better, and I think they already have done, considering what the shed looks like to where we are now. So before we go on about how, oh no, the walls are too thin, I know the walls are too thin. This is a temporary measure. It's more about just getting the basic design down right now, you know, getting this all flattened, getting the initial wall in before I start to worry about little design bits on it. Anyways, but going forward from that, the next idea is going to be, so we've got the Smilodon exhibit over here, so that's going to be, if we nip over here, I'll do this in normal mode, we're going to put a cave in there, we're going to put a cave in there, we're going to put a bridge across there, we're going to put some glass around here so you can see into the cave. Hopefully I'll figure it all out, and down here we're going to carve out a bit more of a ravine and put some lava in. However, we're going to supplement that, which is going to be done in normal, with a creative mode addition, which is going to be a volcano of some description. Basically here, probably, sort of circling around, kind of part of the mountain, probably going over this cave a little bit. We're going to build, using volcanic rock, a volcano, and put some volcanic rock in the area, and the volcano's kind of going to have like a hole in it or something, and it'll spill out, blah, 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 and that's going to go down here, down here, down here, and that's going to fill the ravine in. It's going to be a whole cataclysmic volcanic region looking thing, and that's where the Smilodon exhibit is going to be. And the volcano itself is going to wait a while, because again, that's going to be part of this, that's going to be creatively done, because it'll take bloody forever in normal mode. But I kind of want to, the idea is to juggle a creative mode aspect, which will be something big, like a big project, like a big centerpiece of the park, with a normal piece, which will be like the standard Smilodon exhibit or the Brachiosaurus exhibit or something like that. That's the idea so far. I don't want to go full creative because one of the first things I said starting this series was we're not going to go full creative, we're not going to go creative mode, we are going to stick with normal mode. It's not that realistic for things like this. This in normal mode would have been, I mean, this is nowhere near even slightly done, and this in normal mode would have broken my heart. We're talking tens and tens and tens of hours of work just to get it to look like this, based on the amount of land I had to delete, and then you'd have to go get all the resources. The amount of stone I would have gone through would have been insane. It's just not, it's not the sensible thing to do this on normal mode, as much as I would have liked to do normal mode all the way through. But I don't want to abandon normal mode all the way. I don't think I need to. I mean, part of me is tempted to just go creative and just make some really cool exhibits all over the place, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We may get there one day as the series kind of goes on and the longer it takes and stuff. But for now, I'm more than happy just kind of... I like the idea of juggling the two, you know? Big centerpieces mixed with typical working Joe exhibits, you know? So what we're going to do now is we're going to build this wall over here. Don't worry, we're not going to build all the wall now. I just want to do a little bit of creative mode building at the start of this episode to kind of get you guys into it, ease myself into it, and just so I've got less to do in my own time, because this castle is going to be a major piece of work. But I have been researching designs, so I mean, the idea is this is all like grassy gardens and little lakes and springs, and there'll be a back way out of the castle. You'll be able to walk into this garden area, and we'll put some flowers down and trees down, very nice and natural, and a lot of water as well because it is right by the sea. Path leading there, and then the castle's probably going to take up about that much room, probably. I'm thinking kind of square looking, but with side turrets and stuff. I don't know, I'm going to plan that out down the line. I need to flatten all this out first. I mean, look how deep that... Let's go into the ocean. This is bloody deep. Oh, it's not that deep. Never mind. Ooh. This looks like Mordor from up here. Ah, I should have made Mordor. But I really like the idea of a volcano, this big, erupting, volcanic rock construction. And I'm going to put a lot of volcanic rock around the exhibits and stuff. Leaking lava down into this ravine, which just hangs perilously over it. It's this wooden bridge connecting the two Smilodon exhibits, the two Smilodon caves, I should say. I love that as an idea. I think that's really cool. I think that's going to look fantastic. So that's going to be like right over there somewhere. So at least it's not right by the castle. The idea is nothing to dominate something. And let's be honest, the castle doesn't really fit with what's come before. But the idea of a Tyrannosaurus Rex roaming the castle is just too good to pass up, really. I don't know how I'm going to make it so the castle is a functioning building. What I'm tempted to do, instead of having the T-Rex just roaming the castle, what I'm tempted to do is build a nice normal castle, have specific rooms, you know, have a bedroom, have a library, have a dungeon and all this stuff. Well, have a dungeon, but put the T-Rex underground in like a pit. I mean, make it a nice enough place, but make it an underground thing, like at the heart of the castle. If you dig down deep enough and go down like a little secret passage, you'd find the Tyrannosaurus Rex roaming around. And to everyone else who visits, it's just a normal castle unless you know the secret way down into the catacombs. Like a catacomb thing down below. I think that fits more than the original idea, and I think it's more doable and realistic than the original idea, because the original idea was just have a castle and then have a T-Rex walking around. But I kind of want a castle that I could feasibly go and live in. I want to design big library rooms with spiral staircases and stuff. I want to enjoy the actual building aspect of the game and not just the dinosaur aspect of the game, which admittedly is super duper important. A lot of people have told me that Dean's exhibit has a hole in it, so I'm going to go inspect that as soon as we're finished with this little part of the wall. But yeah, this castle is, we're talking tens of episodes at least, I think, until this thing is done. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me, because we don't want the T-Rex to really do, we want the T-Rex to be like a later game type addition. I think it's 2 more to max this out. Let's find out as we go to the left. Please be right. Please be right. Please be right. Bloody Nora, I've made this so big. I really had so many different moments where I just thought, am I doing the right thing? Is this going to look stupid? Is there any way to make this... I've done it too big. Is there any way to make it look not rubbish? And you know what? It may still look rubbish. It may not fit in. It may be abysmal. But this park is going to go on for such a long time that I don't think it really matters. You know, this park's going to develop and grow and change and expand out for miles in every direction. This thing is bloody massive. I'm just putting this out there. It's the same size, essentially, as my actual park. It is pretty much identically the same size as my actual park. I am worried about it overshadowing the whole thing, but because it's kind of... I think the thing with the castle is this is always going to be the back of the park. I'm not going to build in this direction. I'm going to build in that direction, because there's land over there. So there's going to be a volcano there. We're going to build the beach hut bit there. Volcano there. Smilodon exhibit there. Something here, I'm not decided yet, and probably something here. Allosaurus there. Castle here. Go away, you. And then we just start going in that direction. That's going to be the volcano, yeah. And what's over here? What does this lead to? Nothing. Good. So the volcano can go there and maybe spill some lava down into here. We'll have like a little volcanic region. And then from then on, after the Smilodon... Something. Actually, I don't know if we need something here. That's Gallimimus. I think what we might do is extend the Gallimimus more into this region here. Volcano's going to leak some lava down into here, down into there. And then it's just a case of probably putting something over here. Probably not an exhibit. So, for this region of the park over here, as soon as the T-Rex and the Smilodon are in, and the Gallimimus is extended, and the volcano's done, I think that'll be it until... I think that'll be it for this bit of the park. And then the park will extend down into this area down here. I think that is a plan. A super duper plan. At dawn, this looks beautiful. It really does. It blows my mind how beautiful it is at dawn. Let's go have a look at the castle. Geronimo! Badonk. I think it is definitely big enough. It's not going to be a humongous castle. I mean, the walls aren't that big, but I think they're big enough. I've got to be honest. One sec, guys. I'm trying to get rid of the... There we go. I was trying to get rid of the UI and I couldn't remember how to do it for the life of me. So yeah, that wall's going to come across. That wall's going to come across. We'll do that now, actually. And there'll be a door here, so you'll walk through down a nicely made path, and we'll put some details in. This is the thing with creative mode. It lets me do a lot more detailing than I typically could. And you'll walk forward, and then there'll just be this castle towering over you. Gardens to the right, gardens to the left. Big ass castle. So I'm going to flatten all of this. Get rid of all that as well. We will put some water in, but not a bloody ocean's worth, probably. Yeah, that's going to look good. Maybe a bit big, but by the time the rest of the park's there, you won't really care. This bit no longer makes sense, but... what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? Okay. Right, so, I've also got mossy and cracked stone. The idea being, particularly these ones near the water, what we could do is, at some point, not like now, but at some point you could go across and, you know, add like mossy stone instead of typical stone. Just to give it a bit of life more than anything else. You know? See, that looks quite nice. I mean, from a distance it looks a bit silly, but you get up close and it adds a bit more detail. And you could, you know, make one of these a cracked one, and make a couple of these cracked ones. You don't notice it from a distance, but when you get up close, it's the kind of thing that I think adds a little bit to the whole thing, you know? So definitely something I'm going to look at in the future. Where's my stone? There it is. So what I want to do is start building at least a little bit the wall that's going to come across these two towers. Oh, the two towers. That's Jurassic Park. I was trying to do Lord of the Rings. Dum, 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 dum. So where's this wall going to come across from? I think from here, if I'm remembering correctly. So what I need to do is we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So that's 36 across. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 18 in. I really struggle to count without putting blocks down. I know that's weird. It's something like a 2-year-old would say, if they could say that, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that even right? See, I don't know. I'm just putting blocks down. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That was number 18, so bum bum. And let's go across and get rid of this. So that should be 17 that way. And that is at the same location, isn't it? Yep. So it should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that's fine. All I'm trying to do is work out how exactly we're going to build this door. So that's the original length, if that makes sense. So all I have to do is, in order to make sure it's equal on both sides, is delete one block from both edges until I've got a size I'm happy with. And I think that's probably going to be enough. So if that's all wall, I'll put some details on there somehow. I don't really know what, but I think it's something probably. Where's that going to hit? Yeah, it's going to connect with that, isn't it? That's okay. That's not a big deal. Is that going to be big enough? Maybe one more out. I want this nice and big. I want this kind of dramatic. So you'll go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like you'd walk forward, and this would be path through. The door would arch over the top of you. This will probably be grass here, and you'll just walk forward along a nice. I'm actually going to extend this a little further. I want a nice big path forward. I'm just going to knock all this out just to. It's more about getting a feel for this as it's being created. You know, I mean, I'm not like the best builder in the world, but I don't think I've really had the opportunity to do much so far. And whilst I'd like to take inspiration from the interwebs and such things, I do want this to be imbued somewhat with the personality of the park and what's come before it. And that is kind of haphazard and a little bit messy. That's just the way it is, you know? So I'll probably put some like flower pots here or something, I think. And you'll walk forward, probably about here will be the door to the castle, probably about here. Yeah, that works. I'm going to put a block there just in case. So I remember. Good stuff. Right, so let's put this wall in. It's going to go up and then curve around there. So what we need to do, if we can get the curve in, the rest will be quite easy. So let's just do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How was that? A couple more. 10, 11. 12. I know this might seem like I'm just making stuff up as I go along, but I am trying to do something logical, I promise. Bottom of my heart. That's the same. What is attacking my arm? Ah, bug! Bug, get off me! Get off me! Ah! Why do things keep attacking me? Leave me alone, I'm so nice. I don't deserve this. Okay, so I have no idea if this is going to work, I've got to be honest. This is all just making crap up as I go along and hoping for the best. You know what? It worked pretty bloody perfectly. That's exactly what I wanted. So the rest is going to be filled in with a stone, and we'll make it thicker. This will connect along there. You won't be able to see this. Maybe we'll be able to see that tower facade. I'm not really sure yet. I'll decide that later. And then what we'll do is we'll get some iron blocks or some iron bars. I'm undecided right now. Opinions on pretty much everything we're doing here would be appreciated, because none of this would exist without you guys at the end of the day, because, well, for a start, why would I be doing it? For number two, despite this kind of being something I've kind of made up to just do on my own, you guys have provided so many valuable ideas and stuff throughout, and lots of you sent me pictures of things you've done, and like the house originally wasn't really my idea at all. The design for the house at the moment was completely by one of you guys, so yeah, community project this. I do like the idea. I'd love to run a server and have this open to the world. The problem is I don't want people to come in and... If I was going to do it, I think I'd have to do it as a separate playthrough. It's something I'm going to consider for maybe when this starts to die down. Maybe I can find a way to host it or something and get you guys in on it as well, and that way it's less of a big deal if someone trashes it, but I'll just do a little vetting process and make sure the people who join, just make it private basically, make sure the people who join are actually people who have an interest in the game and are actual current active subscribers rather than just people who want to troll essentially. But I'm sure it wouldn't be that much of a problem. My main point at the moment is I simply don't know how you'd ever set something like that up, so I mean, I've got no idea. I assume I'd have to host a server, which isn't that big a deal. I've done it for other games in the past. That's bugging me. I'll figure out a way to fix that, that's fine. But it's going to bug me now. And this will look better when it's thicker, and it's not even just going to be thicker, it's going to have, like, you know, walls down it and windows, and maybe you'll be able to come down through... Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. If we thicken this bit up and maybe put, like an outcrop on both sides, have a little trapdoor here, you can come down and enter and stuff. Just make it into a castle, you know? Lots of little alcoves and little secret passageways and defensive turrets and all this kind of jazz. It's going to be a long process, and it's not going to be every video. This is going to be something that takes a very long time for us to build. This is like the big project of Minecraft Dinosaurs. For now, anyway. I think we'll just do the volcano. If I wait until the end of the castle to make the volcano's not going to be done for about 100 episodes, which would seem a little silly considering next episode we're going to go normal mode and make ourselves a Smilodon exhibit. And then after that we'll come back and do a bit more castle, depending on where we are. Yeah, I need a way to... I mean, I'll think of something. I just need this to be less of a big flat blob of stone, you know? It needs to... It just needs a bit of detailing and a bit of life at the moment. But we'll get there, it's not a big deal. Allosaurus is hungry. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we'll go feed the Allosaurus in a second. I don't really have any food. Go kill some cows. Let me just finish this. I'm so close to finishing this. I don't care if the Allosaurus is hungry. I just need to get this done. Seriously, it's been about 6 hours I've spent just working on this castle. It's been agony so far. At least I can record it now. Okay. So obviously that looks a little silly at the moment, but I've got to think of it as far less flat. I need a way... I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this turret thing. Maybe I'll bring this all out and bring that a bit further out. That's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, God only knows. Let's view it from the other side. It looks predictably better from the other side because it's not indented. It actually looks pretty cool from this side, I think. Yeah, it's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. I suppose we better go feed the Allosaurus rather quickly. Right. And again, not going to use creative mode for this, so let's nip over here. Whee! Let's go into survival, and let's kill some cows. Cows, cows, delicious cows, delicious cows, delicious cows. That'll do. I know Allosaurus is hungry. I know. Where's my food? Right there. I forgot. I'm gonna just chuck most of that. Okay, 11 raw beef. Let's go find Mr. Allosaurus. And then we're gonna go take a quick little look at Dean to make sure he isn't in fact about to escape. Ah, bellissimo, bellissimo. I have actually blocked this up as far as I know. Okay, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. There we go. Alright. See if I can remember the way down. I think we just follow this path and it should take us out. Ow. Ow, ow. Just walking down banging heads every step of the way. I know you're hungry. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. It's just the way to Amarillo. Every night I've been hugging my pillow. Dreaming dreams of Amarillo. Oh, you got a bit bigger, haven't you, boy? Okay, is he full? Pretty much. Jesus Christ, you put some weight on, lad. He's got huge. Oh god, he's actually too. I don't think he's too big for the exhibit yet. I think we need to maybe lower all this area down here just a little bit, just so he has got a lower area to run around. He does seem to prefer the mound of grass in the middle, though, which is good. Which is kind of the idea, I suppose. You alright, boy? Alicia, even. Alden! Has to be Alan, doesn't it? Alan Grant the Allosaurus. Alan. Cool. Alright, calm down. Okay, quick little check on Dean, and then we are good to hop out of here. Let's go. Fed Dean. I stuck a ton of food in Dean's thingy majiggy before, so he's fed for ages. The problem with the Allosaurus is obviously that the Allosaurus can't be fed by feeder, seemingly. I've said the word feeder far too many times in this playthrough. I'm gonna have to go listen to feeder in a minute. It's 4:30 in the morning, but I don't care. I want to listen to feeder. No. Waking up again. Wait, no. Waking up at 12 in my clothes again. I need a door for that. It's bloody huge, isn't it? But we've still got our humble little bit here with the little farm there, the little Mosasaurus exhibit without Mosasaurus, but whatever. And our lovely jubbly house. I'm going to get some boats over here, maybe next episode. Get a boat, go on a little journey off into the distance. A little humble pier. You've got to remain humble, even if you're doing big creative projects like that. Got to keep your roots, ladies and gentlemen. You got to keep your roots. Waking up at 12 in my clothes again. Now, people told me there's glass missing. I don't think there is, personally. I think it's a trick of the light. There's none missing from that pane, there's none missing from that pane, there's none missing from that pane. I think people are maybe seeing the one by the torch. It's not there because it lights up. But as far as I can see, there isn't actually one missing. I think the problem simply was Dean was opening the door, as he is prone to do. That crafty little goose. Okay. Got some bones. Let's go stick these in the... Ooh! Double dono DNA. Double dono? Double dodo DNA. Dodo DNA. Dodo DNA. Yep. Okay, there we go. Dodo DNA. Dodo DNA. Dodo... Meh. Dodo DNA. You alright, Dean? What's happened to you then? Oh, God knows. You're a strange one. What's happened to my pool? Eh. You're damn right. Fix yourself. Don't need that, don't need that. Leather. Leather is useful, isn't it? I forgot that leather's useful. I'm going to get rid of some of this cobblestone. I don't need 10 trillion bits of cobblestone. I did need 10 trillion bits of cobblestone when I went through creative mode. Now I don't need 10 trillion bits of cobblestone. So all the cobblestone can go away. Thank you. How cool does my character look, by the way? Look at him. He's a little explorer dude with a hat. Only the best people have hats. That's science. Okay, the bucket's going to go away. And that is my primary set of building materials for the castle at the moment. Cool. Alright, Dean. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So, this is the plan. Next episode, I might do some of the castle on my own. Maybe I won't put the door in because I think the door will be exciting. But what I might do is at least finish this wall here because that won't take that long and start the flattening process for the middle bit. I'll just do that on my own time. Next episode won't be a castle episode. It'll be a non-creative episode. We're going to head... I really need to think of a way to make it. I'm going to put a border around there. Anyways, we're going to head over into this direction. And we're going to try to figure out how exactly I'm going to make an exhibit out of this, because I keep saying we're going to do it, and yet I don't really know how. My idea at the moment is to get a shovel and basically dig a hole in there, and dig a hole in there, stick a bridge across. That's the general goal for next episode. Dig 2 holes and put a bridge in. And then we can start worrying about, we'll do a creative episode where we build a volcano, and get some lava buckets and fill this with lava. Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas, suggestions and such things. I think a bit of wood on top of this roof will actually look better. Let's double check that as a theory. I'm not sure I love the glass roof, I'll be honest. Although since I started using creative mode for castle time, I can't say I've used the bed at all. I don't really need it anymore. Curious, does that look better? I don't think I love the... I think that looks better. I don't think I love the glass roof, must be said. Too much glass. Glass is lovely. I'm a big fan of glass, those who know me. Glass and lights make my day, but you've got to use the glass as an accent, otherwise it doesn't really work. Now it's going to look a little silly because from the inside there's going to be glass and then wood, but maybe I'll just destroy that when I get inside. It's fine. Why does the wood and glass match at that end, but not the other? That definitely looks better, by the way. It just does. I'm going to match this up, I think. Yeah, that looks way better. Way better. Does it? Maybe I'll put like a middle block on or something. Let's go inside and have a look. I actually quite like the glass. It looks like kind of like rafter type things. Yeah, this looks nicer. I like this. Good old house. Gotta keep your humble beginnings. Shouldn't have used the wood on that. I feel bad about using creative mode on the house. Was not my intention. Let's go back into normal before I forget. Okay, so next episode, survival mode. We're going to head down there. We're going to build a Smilodon exhibit. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. As always, please do like, comment, and subscribe. That's a piggy. It's a sheepy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall see you lovely people in the next episode. Speaking of which, we really need to do something with this room. It needs life, but I'm not really sure how to do it at this point. Maybe build another room. It's the kind of room that can't be more than one room. It has to be one big ass room. I'm not really sure how to make it look better, but we'll get there eventually. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye bye.